Where does a PCN start when it comes to their financial planning?
Yeah, good question. The interesting thing, of course, is that the PCNs have been around now for 4 years. However, whilst there were some really good early adopters, the impact of COVID and all the dislocation in primary care that caused has meant that it's only really in the last 12 to 18 months that that PCNs have started to really get to grips with some of the key challenges that they face, and things like the liabilities, etc. So to give you some examples, obviously PCN doesn't have an automatic legal status,
Mhm.
and there are options, and how you set that up. Well, that then leads to questions such as, who do the liabilities of a PCN lie with? Are they uh, sitting with a central organisation, with the PCN themselves? Are they with a lead practice? Are they spread across the practices? So who's responsible for those costs? In a similar way, employment, with all the different roles that there are, who's actually the employer here? Because again, it will differ in terms of whether it's a PCN themselves, whether it's lead practice, whether it's across the practices, as to where that sits and who's responsible for the HR element, as far as that's concerned. And above all, there's what about the management side of things? Across those three aspects, again, who is responsible for which decision making? And that has all sorts of implications. So I guess the starting point, therefore, is to get some specialist legal advice.
Mhm.
And once you've got that bottomed out, then to actually look at, well, how do I protect this? How do I protect this particular business?